So we are here with none other than Patrik Schumacher from Zaha Hadid Architects. How are you and how's it been so far here at the Biennale?
I'm very well. I'm stimulated. I think there's a lot of interesting, thought-provoking messages and concept and displays. So I just spent an hour and a half going through the fundamentals show, actually with James, the editor of the book. Because I walked into Rem and he said he insisted that I get a full explanation rather than kind of flipping through it and pulling the knives out too early. So it's quite depth of argument and layers and a lot of interesting historical retrospective of the various elements. So I think it's stimulating in this sense.
And you still remember the first time you were at Biennale? How old were you? What was it like?
Well, it's kind of fainting into kind of prehistory but I've been here every time for the last kind of 10, 12 Biennales, so over 20 years, and it's very important part of my calendar, and I really love to be here. And if I have any criticism, I want to say something bad as well. Not only good stuff, is although I think it's really very thought-provoking and deep kind of review, what I miss or what it replaces and wipes or postpones maybe to 2 years ago is showing all the work of the contemporary architects.
The exhibition of elements of architecture, it's split into different stuff like the window, the floor, but like in parametrism there is not a splitting into these parts. So like how do you feel about the splitting?
No, I think the dissection into subsystems, that's the way I would talk about it. These are not necessarily the same elements, but it's very important that it's not just one mush of undifferentiated stuff, but that we have differentiated subsystems which are then correlated. And I was very stimulated about it, and we actually are contributing in the roof section, I'm not sure you saw that, a series of 4 of our latest parametric roof research, and but it's true, they're more than roof, they're envelope, there's integration of structure and envelope. We've been debating yesterday what are the fundamentals which shift the civilization in the next 100 years, because if you look at the key levers of transforming the built environment in terms of the elements, it was things like the elevator, which suddenly expanded building heights, the air conditioning, which expanded building depth.
Okay, and last question, who will win the World Championship?
Oh God, Brazil, of course.
There you go. Thank you very much, Patrik.
Alles klar, ciao.